Just stay there. Just don't move. This is one of our ancient, really ancient stories. It's very, very, very old. And this story I'm going to tell you is, I'm going to tell it to you the way our father told us to us. Our father was born in 1897. He passed to the spirit world in 1991 at the age of 95. Correct? 94. Because he was born in 1897, doesn't that make you? Well, never mind. Okay. So this story you will hear, or you may have heard this story told different ways, but this is the way our father told it to us. Yes. My sister is the keeper of the walking stick. This was our father's walking stick, and he goes everywhere with her, and helps us all, and has been at many, many ceremonies. So this is our dad's walking stick, and it tells the story. A long, long time ago, our people lived on the island. It was a beautiful time, beautiful time. There was plenty of water, there was plenty of food. The days were comfortable and beautiful. It was such a good time. You know, the people were so happy. And you know, when people are very happy, you know what happens? More people are made. That's what happens when people are happy. Lots of babies. Lots and lots of babies. So they were growing up there on this beautiful island of Lino. It was a beautiful time. And then, you know, but the island got so crowded, though. It started, and it quickly got crowded. And the people started to grumble to one another. That's my spot. Move over. There's not enough room. And so they grumbled. And this grumbling was heard by Kakunu'mawa, who you know now is the mystery behind the sun. Kakunu'mawa loved the people. And Kakunu'mawa came to the people after hearing their grumbling. And Kakunu'mawa said, I see, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. You are so, all of you are so beautiful. You know, it is time, though, for some of you to move to the big land. We are island people, and we could see the big land, but this was at a time way before our tomol that we are famous for, our plank canoes, way before then. And as island people, we could swim, but it was too far to swim to the big land. So we were island people, we were there. So this, when Kakunu'mawa told us, it was an incredible thing to tell us. And they thought to themselves, how will we get there? How will we get to the big land? And so they went around thinking about this. And Kakunu'mawa said to the families, I will pick, not all of you will go, only some of you will go, but I myself will pick who will go. And Kakunu'mawa went amongst the people and said, you will go, and you, and you, and you will go. And you get to go. All you people here get to go. The others, they must stay. Prepare yourselves. Get ready. So the people did. They went and they gathered their bundles, and they got their old people, their elders, and they got their babies, the families that were chosen to go. They all got themselves together, and then they came before Kakunu'mawa, and then they started saying goodbye to their families that were going to stay. And they said goodbye, goodbye to everyone, and they came before Kakunu'mawa, still in their mind about how they would get there. And there was this one old lady who was brave enough. She was old. My sister says that it was a woman, because only a woman would be that brave to come before Kakunu'mawa and ask a question. Kakunu'mawa! Kakunu'mawa, how? How will we get there? It's so far. How are we going to get there? And Kakunu'mawa said to the old woman, I will make a bridge. I will make a bridge for you. And so Kakunu'mawa looked at the island and looked at the mainland. And it's almost as though he drew his hand in the sky, because there in front of the people was the biggest, the brightest, the most beautiful wishtoyo that anyone had ever seen. a rainbow, Luiseno, was there for the people. Oh, it was so beautiful. The reds were the reddest reds, and the purples and the blues and the greens and the yellow. They were so beautiful and dense, you could almost walk on them. And Kakunu'mawa said to them, there is your bridge. Oh, they couldn't believe it. So they got their bundles, and they got their elders, and they got their babies, all those families that were chosen to go. And they came and they approached that Wistoyo, that rainbow, and they started to put their foot on. Kakunu'mawa said, stop, wait. That bridge is so high and so far. If you look down, you will get dizzy, you will fall, and you will die. So the people looked at one another and they said, I'm not looking down. Are you gonna look down? Are you gonna look down? Are you looking down? I'm not looking down. And so the people said, all right. And once again, they got their bundles and their old people. They got their babies, all the families that were chosen to go. And they put their foot on that bridge. They put their foot right there, and it held them. And they were able to walk on that rainbow bridge, and they started walking on the rainbow bridge. And it was the most beautiful day, and the people, they got higher and higher. And many people, they kept their eyes forward. They looked not left or right, they just kept forward, and they started on the downside of that rainbow bridge. And it was so beautiful. They were like this, just going on the downside, happy. All those families, a lot of people crossing over. And some people were so taken with the day, the blue of the sky and the blue of the ocean. The ocean was so peaceful and so calm, and just like little ripples like that. It looked like someone had sprinkled crystals on the water because it sparkled up. And the people said, oh, look, but look at the water, look at that. And they were looking down, and they lost control. They got dizzy and they fell. They hit that water, and they hit that water hard. Many of the people, they could just stay for a second, trying to breathe. Many of the people fell into the water that day. And they started going down, deep. And there's a place in the ocean, where the sun doesn't shine anymore. So it's very, very dark because you're very, very deep. And those people, they went down. The people on top made it safely. They could do nothing. They couldn't help. And our people that had gone into the water, they were losing that last breath that they had. They only had a little bit of breath left, and their hearts were starting to slow. Way down, and they were dying. Just at this time, there was a voice, and the voice was the voice of Hutash, the Earth Mother. And she looked up and she said, Kakunu'mawa, your people are dying. And Kakunu'mawa said, yes, they are. Kakunu'mawa said, Hutash, Kakunu'mawa, they are good people. Yes, said Kakunu'mawa, they are. Kakunu'mawa, said Hutash, save your people. And Kakunu'mawa said, yes. Hutash, together with Kakunu'mawa, looked at the people in the water and loved them so much. Their bodies began to change. Their legs came in, their arms came in, and they were able to hold that little bit of breath, and their hearts were beating hard. And they were able to come up fast into the water, up to the air, into the light. And they came up fast, and they jumped out of the water, and they jumped out of the water, and jumped out of the water, and jumped out of the water. And they were so happy, and they were forever changed, forever and ever changed into the dolphin, to the alakoi. And to this day, we call the alakoi, we call them brother, we call them sister, because they are a very close family, very close relatives. I thought I saw brother was here. Is he here?